Okay guys, well welcome to a little playthrough I'm going to be doing. It's a little bit of a different format than I've done in the past with my other playthroughs. My other playthroughs tend to be a little more instructional. This one is just going to basically be me doing a playthrough of it. So I've already got things set up here. The game we're playing is Undercity. So we're going to be playing Chapter 1, or I'm going to be playing Chapter 1, and our setup was pretty straightforward. We did the heroes. I chose the heroes. There are 4 heroes that come in the base set. For this game, I did 3, which will allow you in the rules for that. So we went with, looks like Kenise, Milo Boggs, and Gardex Strongbow. Stone Brow. Looks like I butchered that a little bit. So we went with those. So we have the vitality points set up on them, which is a hearts, and it's going to equal to the vitality, so 7, 6, and 8. The restorative chemical token is already set up here for them. Their feat deck, we've already drawn their 3 feat cards that they're going to be using, and the remainders are in a pre-shuffled deck for each one of the heroes, and we have them set up on the board here as indicated by the Chapter 1 setup. The other things that we need to do is we set up the reserves. So for Chapter 1, we're going to have the Sword Thugs, we're going to have Crossbow Thugs. Both of these have only 1 vitality, so 1 point of damage is going to take either one of those guys out. And we have them pre-set up on the board in spaces where they already were declared to go. So this is going to be the max amount of enemies that we're going to be able to put on the board. So once these are depleted, if we ever have to put them on the board and we can't spawn them, then we're going to have to activate that particular set of enemies. Next thing we're going to do is, we've already got the map put down, our tiles. The side quest card has been pulled, which this, for Chapter 1, it's just like 1 loot card randomly drawn and put there. The event deck has 8 cards, and the event cards aren't they're numbered, so you have to pull specific ones for Chapter 1, which we've already done. And if you're only running like 3 characters instead of the full 4, then I think they have you take one of the event cards out. The other one is the Villian Actions, so this will be what determines who's going to activate on the board. And like it's either going to be the Crossbow Thugs or the Sword Thugs, and kind of determine what they do or who they target. And then that's pretty much it. We have our numbers here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for who we're going to spawn. So we're going to roll that at the appropriate time, and then I'll determine where they come in, like 1 through 3 if we roll that, or 4 through 6 there, and we'll kind of go through that. So again, we have our hero set up here. The objective of this is we got to get to the dead body here, loot it, and then get back here, and I think one of these 2 enemies are going to spawn based on that. So if you enjoy watching playthroughs, just go ahead and stick around, and we'll see the Chapter 1 of this. Is pretty much just going to be a playthrough, more or less. I'm not really doing a like a instructional thing. I'll kind of run through what I'm doing or explain those as I'm going down the or I guess going through the play, just to kind of give you guys heads up on what's going on. I want to make it a little fun because I know that playthroughs can kind of get boring, so I figure every time I take a wound or something like that on the figure we'll see how far it'll get me. I'm kind of a lightweight when it comes to drinking, but every time I take a wound on my characters, I'll take a nice little sip or something like that. I'll probably still drink it anyway, but every time I take a wound, I'll get some extra sips out of it. So we'll see how far I can get on that. Okay, so the Chapter 1, we'll go ahead and get started here. And what our goal is I have the 3 heroes that I'm going to be playing. The scenario is there's a dead body that we need to go over there and investigate, which is already being guarded by the enemies on the board. The 2 colors here, the blue and the red enemies. The heroes are this amber color here. And so we got to get them over there, get to that dead body, investigate it. Can't have anybody in the same cell at the same time they're doing that, so we have to clean that out and avoid enemies that are going to be spawning from this location and this location. And then once that spawns, then we have to roll for one of the enemies here. The majority of villains I'm going to be facing in this game are just going to be ranged crossbow thugs and the sword thugs here. So these are going to be our ranged, these are going to be our melee characters, so they kind of get those mixed up on the board there. The first thing we're going to do is go ahead and pull an event card for the start of the round here. And I've already pre-shuffled everything on the board, and that all went through setup. So the first thing we get is Fog Bank. This is an environment card. This one says all characters gain +1 defense against ranged attacks. So this will be characters, meaning heroes and enemies here, so we have to make sure to keep that out on the board for that. And then, now that we've taken care of that, we're going to go into the turns for us. So there's a player turns. I guess we'll do. First thing we're going to do is spawning phase. So this is going to take place for each one of our characters. So we're going to roll for spawn. So I have a black die and a white die. The white is going to indicate which one of these two are going to be spawning in, and they each have their tokens 1, 2, 3 for sword thugs, 4, 5, 6 for crossbow thugs. And then the black die will represent where they're going to be spawning in, so 1 through 3 or 4 through 6 there. Alright, so we have a 6, so that means we're going to be bringing in a crossbow thug, and they're going to spawn in at 3, 1 through 3 on this one here. Now we always choose which one we have the majority of in our reserve. So we have 2 reds here, so we're going to take one of the reds and place them there. So that's going to be the spawn for, I think this is Candace. She's highest on the initiative, so it's going to go Canis, I believe that's the name, Canis, Milo, Gardak. So we're going to go ahead and activate her first. And she can, the basic thing these guys are going to do is they're going to be moving and then doing an action, or they're going to do an action and then move. So that's what everybody's kind of got to go through. So we'll figure out what she's going to do. It's really good. She has ranged. She doesn't have anything that can get past 2 range. So when everybody moves, they're just going to be moving 1 space. That's their standard movement. Now if they do a charge, they can move 2 spaces, but if they do a charge, then they can't use any ranged weapons when they've, after they're done moving. It's kind of just taken all their energy. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to move her up 1 for her movement, and she has a ranged pistol, which is the mage lock is what it's called, and it has a range of 2. So we just count the spaces, 1, 2, and there's no line of sight in this game. It's just basically if you're in range, you can get to it no problem. So she's going to declare the target that she's going to want to shoot at, which I'll take out this ranged character here that just spawned in. So what we're going to do is we see the range of that one's 2. It has an accuracy or ACC of 5. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll 2d6, and then we're going to add the ACC value, which we already said was 5. Okay, so we got 5 and a 1, so 6 plus the 5, we're at 11. We're going to compare that to the target's defense. And if the defense is equal to or greater than what we rolled, then they're fine. So their defense is at a 12, so unfortunately did not beat my 11. Let's see if I have any feat cards here that can help me out. I can play this. I can play Boost, which is play this card to boost one of my rolls. So boosting, let's discard that there. The boosting roll is going to add another roll or another dice to my roll. I don't really show the timing on this. I could be getting it totally wrong, but I rolled a 1. So now, so we're at a 12. So 12 is matching their defense, and I think it says if attack hits, if it's equal to or exceeds the target's defense. So now that we're equal to the defense, which is 12, the attack got through, so now we need to see how much damage we're doing. The damage on this one is, or the power is 8, so we roll 2d6 and add the power. Okay, that's bad. So 3 plus 8, it's only 11, and their armor is 12, so we did not get the kill shot on that one. Unfortunate. So now that her turn is done, she's done her action, she's done her movement, we're going to go into the villain phase, and this is going to happen with each one after their turn, and we go into the villain phase. So we're going to see what is going to do. So we pull the villain action. It says activate up to 4 blue villains. If there are no blue villains in play, activate 2 of the villains closest. Okay, so we do have blue villains in play, so we're just going to go ahead and activate them. And their target is the lowest initiative. So they're actually going to want to target Gardak. He's over here with the lowest initiative of 3. So they need to try to move, or they're going to try to move or get into position to where they can attack him. Even though she went, this is their target priority. So since there are 3 blues, we're going to be activating all of them. Let's start with the ranged character here. So his, I guess, programming is he wants to make a range shot right off the bat without having to move. He can't do that. He can't move to shoot either because, like I said, this is his target. So the only thing he's going to do is move. That's it. I think that's his behavior card. It says he wants to do. If the target hero is within 3 spaces, the villain walks. If not, the villain charges. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. The target was not within 3 spaces of 4, so instead of him walking, he's going to do a charge. That actually puts him all the way there. And even with the charge, remember you can't make ranged attacks after you've charged. So his turn is done. This guy is basically the same exact thing. He can't get to the target by any other means, so he's going to make a charge to get here. This one is same thing. He can't get to the target. He's far enough away. He's going to have to move 2. Can't move diagonal because of this wall here. So he's going to have to move out 1. And then he can either move down here or he can move out there. I'll probably just choose to put him there just to make it a better positioning for the enemy so they're not clustered up in one space. Alright, so Candice, let's call it Candice, I keep calling her that. Her turn is done, so we're going to move into a Milo's turn. So we don't do an event yet. Remember, events only happen, you know what? I forgot about the fog bank. All characters gaining +1 defense. That means when I was shooting this guy here, he would have gained +1 on the defense, which would have brought him to 13. So I actually never made the hit, even though I didn't do any damage to him. I gotta try to remember that. So next up is Milo. First thing we're gonna do with Milo is we're gonna go spawn. Remember, the white dice is telling me what I'm spawning, black dice telling me where. So we're spawning 2, which is a sword thug. Blue is what we have the most of. And he's spawning in at 2. So 1 through 3 is there. Alright, now we're going to do Milo's turn. I like Milo because he's actually got a grenade attack. So when he throws a grenade, he hits a space and he can automatically hit the targets that are there, and then we're just going to be rolling for damage. I love that thing. I probably use it a lot. So I have 2 targets that are grouped up here, which is nice because I can just move Milo 1 space and throw that up there. I actually don't even have to move him because the range on the grenade is 2. So I can literally stand here and throw the grenade, but I do want to move him up 1. So I've done his movement, and I'm going to go ahead and grenade this space. I want to say AoE's grenade, its enemy effects making an action time starting space. A character making an AoE attack can target. Automatically, the attack is automatically hits every character. No attack rolls needed. So we're going to go straight for the roll for damage, and we're rolling on each target. So we're going to start with the ranged character here, and the what is the grenade? The power of the grenade. Oh, I guess I should have declared what kind of grenade it is. We're doing explosive grenade. This is an AoE attack with a power of 5. So we're adding 5 to our roll here. It's not great. So this is going to be a 9, and unfortunately, with that low of a roll, it's not going to get through his armor of 12 unless he has a feat card here. I forgot at the end of Candice's turn to draw a feat card. So she now has 3 back in her hand. Alright, so feat cards for him clear, re-roll. Ooh, I can re-roll any number of dice. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's take a re-roll for Milo. And it says re-roll any number of dice. I don't like either the 3 or the 1, so I'm going to re-roll both of them. So I got a 2 and a 1. Suck. So it's even worse now. So the grenade attack on the ranged guy did not take. So we're going to just assume he jumped out of the way. Now we'll apply damage to the thug, the sword thug that's there. So we're going to roll 2d6, getting a total of 6, and then we'll add the 5. 11, still not where we need to be with getting past his armor of 12. So even this guy managed to survive the grenade attack, fortunately. Alright, so the turn for Milo is done. We'll draw him a feat card, and then we'll move to the villain action phase. It's Bolt Barrage. Activate up to 2 crossbow thugs. So it doesn't tell us a red or blue, so we have to look back at our event card, which has a blue kind of border around there, which tells us that's color priority. So when it says we have to activate up to 2 crossbow thugs, and they're targeting the active player, which was Milo, we can target him and him. Both can activate and actually potentially hit Milo. So we're going to go with the blue color, since that is color priority, and we'll start with the target. We'll start with the closest one here. It's going to target Milo. Remember, I get +1 defense on the targets or on the defenses. He doesn't have to move because he can just shoot me. He is going to make an aimed shot because he's not moving, and that's the advantage he gets for not moving. So when he makes an aimed shot, he's going to get to roll 3 dice at me and add his accuracy, which is a 4. Okay, so he rolled 12, 13, plus his 4. He definitely got in on the hit. So nothing, even with my defense of 14, adding a 1 for the fog, which is 15. Oh, say 13. Yeah, so he definitely got through on that. So now, since he got through on that, he'll roll 2d6 and add the power of the weapon, which is an 8. So he got 2 4s, which added to the power of 8. He's rolling a 16. My armor on Milo was 12. It has to be 5 or more for it to be double damage, so he's only going to take a single wound. So there's my first sip down the hatch for the wound for Milo. Awesome. Alright, so he's activated and done his action, so now we're going to activate the second one. And again, he doesn't have to move in order to shoot me because they have a range of 2. So he's going to get the bonus of the 3rd dice. Okay, so rolled an 11 plus the 4, he's at a 15. The defensive mine is 15, but again, they just have to get equal to if the attack roll is less than the target's defense, the attack misses, but if it's equal to or succeeds. So it was equal to my defense even though I got the +1. So the hit did come in. So now we're going to roll damage for him, and we're going to add 8 to the roll. Okay, he did better than the last one, so 9, so he got a total of 17. So, my armor's 12 on that. Hold on, I don't like that. That's 2 damage coming in. Play this card after you are missed by an attack. No, that doesn't help me. Nope. Son of a biscuit. None of those help me. So, I'm thinking I just got double hit. So 8, yeah, 17. That was exactly 2. That was exactly 5. So that's 2 hits. So he's at 3 damage. Milo has. So I'm gonna have to take a couple more sips. 1 for each of the hits that just came in. It's really good. Sweet, but good. Alright. So, that ends Milo's turn. And so what we're going to do now is, I'm trying to think here. So Ender's turn, we did the villain action. He's all done. So we move into Gardak's turn since he's lowest. And the initiative, and the first thing we'll do is spawn. Boom. So a 2 and a 4. 2 is going to be the Sword Thug. 4 is where they're spawning, so the Sword Thug is going to spawn over here. We have equal of red and blue, so we have to go with color priority, so it's going to be blue. So right there. Next is, I'm going to figure out what we're going to do with him. So I'm going to look at the feat cards for Gardak real quick. Play this card before you make a melee attack. If the attack hits, the target takes 1 additional damage. That's not going to help too much because they only have 1 health, so if I do get the hit in, then I kill it. So I could boost a roll, I can re-roll. So let's do that. Hold on. Yes, I'm charging. So charging, I get to go 2 spaces. And then here, charging your first attack. If you have 2 melee weapons, you can attack with both of them, same as ranged. If you have 2 ranged, you can attack with them. Which means I forgot to do the throwing knife on Milo. I'm going to skip it, move forward. So what I'm going to do first is my axe attack. And since I charged coming in, I do get the boosted roll on the first attack. So we'll do the axe. We're going to do it against the ranged guy here. So that means I'm going to get to throw 3 dice. And we're adding 6, which is my accuracy on this one. Okay, I'm pretty sure I got it. So 9, 12. That's, hold on, what did I say? I have to add the accuracy. Wait. Did I add 6? Yeah, okay, 18, sorry. 6 with the accuracy added onto the roll here. So we're 18, so we definitely got through that guy's armor for sure. And now what we're going to do is roll the damage. And this one was for the ranged guy, I definitely think I stated that. So damage is 2d6 plus the power. The power of this one is 9, so we're already, I mean, I only have to do, what, 4 damage? 3? No, 3. I only have to roll a 3 on this. So roll a 7. So that is, if I rolled a 7, that means I got well over what I needed to. It doesn't matter, because I did 1 damage, which is going to kill that one ranged guy, which gives me 1 XP. It goes into the group XP. Now he gets a second attack because he has the shield that he can attack with. And I'm going to play to boost the roll on this one. Boosting the roll is going to give me +1. So what I'm going to do is 3 dice. This is the same thing. I add 6 to it. That's 14 plus the 6. I'm like at a 20. And then, so now we're going to roll the damage roll. Power on this one is a 6. Okay, so I rolled a 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 6. This definitely got through his armor of 12, so this guy is dead. And then we add another XP to that. So Gardak cleared this cell. And now we're gonna, that's the end of his activation because he moved and activated. So we'll do the villain action. Close combat. Activate the villain closest to you. Okay, and this is gonna target the highest health. That would be Gardak. Gardak has the highest health with 8. So we're going to choose a blue to activate. Going for the highest health. Villain closest to you is this ranged guy. He's going to get the 3 dice because all he has to do is stand still. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 plus his accuracy of 4 is 13. My defense on Gardak is an 11. Even with the +1 of the fog is 12. He still beat my defense. So now he's going to roll the damage, which is 2d6 plus his power. So this is a 8 plus... So he's got a 13 total on that. Fortunately for Gardak, he's got a good armor value of 15. So he was able to not take damage on that roll. So that's good. That's very, very good. Okay, so that's going to end the first round. And so we're going to go up into the second round. So we're making our way there. The event for this one, which is going to take out this event, is Lucky Thugs. All thugs gain additional die on attack rolls. Drop the lowest die in each roll. Okay, that's super important, so I'm going to put that right there just so I remember it, because I know I'm going to forget it. All right, so our first one up is the Candace, whatever it is. We're going to roll, take a sip here, not because of damage, because I want to. Alright, so this is the spawn roll for Canis. White dice is what I'm spawning. 3, which is a sword thug. 1 is where it's going. So right here. This one we drew, the lucky thugs is red priority, since we have equal numbers of that. I'm going to take a red. And then move on with Canis's turn. So Canis actually, so she's got a pistol and a sword. She does have some rune shots, but I may end up using, let's see, her feat is once per round during your turn, you can discard a feat card to make an additional ranged attack against another target in the same space as the first one. I really want to clear out this space so I can get to the dead body, because this space and this space are going to be constantly having stuff spawn in there. So for her, I'm going to move her up 1. I can't keep her here and shoot because, what am I trying to say? I only have a range of 2. So I had to move her up. Unfortunately, if I had her here and like shot at this one, maybe I would have been able to get the added roll. You know what? Let's do that. Let's not move her. Let's take out this range guy, since he's been a turd. She's going to hold, which means she's going to get a boosted roll. For this one, her range of 2 to get to this guy. They don't have that +1 defense anymore because of the fog bank. Okay, so 10, 11, plus the accuracy of 5. I'm at a 16. Definitely beats her defense of 12, so I'm going to go ahead and roll my power. Or my damage, 2d6 plus power. Yee. Okay, that's 5, plus the power of this one is 8. That's 13. They don't have any extra, so with 13, that's 1 over what his arm is. So he is dead. And that means we're going to get an XP for 1. Every time you do a damage, you get XP. So that's why I'm putting the XP tokens there. So that is going to be her action or her activation. Since she's already got 3 feat cards here, she has to gain 1, which means she has to discard 1. I'm going to just discard this one here, so then that's going to give her 3. Surprised I'm remembering some of this stuff. I actually forget that a lot. Okay, so her turn is done. We did her spawn, we did her turn, now we do villain action. Pressure point. Activate the villain closest to you. So we have villains are 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then this one is 1, 2, 3, 4. So one of these from those 2 cells. And it's going to be, the target is highest health, so they're going to be targeting Gardak. The target color is red, so basically we can activate, the priority is red, we can activate this range guy to hit Gardak with 3 dice. So that's what we're going to choose. 11, 13 just on the roll, plus 4, 17, I can't beat, so my defense is 11, so that shot definitely got through. So now we're going to roll 2 plus the power of 8 on those. Okay, so he only rolled a 4. So that's a 12. My armor's 5 on Gardak. So he did not take any damage on that. Okay, cool. Wait a minute. All thugs gain an additional die on attack rolls. Okay, so he already made the attack. I didn't add in the higher one, but the attack got through. So even though I missed the Lucky Thugs thing, it doesn't matter. Still all came out to what it was supposed to in the end. Milo's turn. So Milo's going to do a spawn roll. Yeah, Milo. Okay, 4 and 4. Oops. So we're going to bring in a crossbow thug. And he's going to go right here on 4 through 6. Milo. He already knows what he's going to do. I'm going to move up 1. I'm going to target this space with another grenade. I can actually also throw a knife too because it's a ranged attack, so I can make another ranged attack. Let's see if any of my feat cards do anything good. Dodge, battle plan, play this card to give all heroes +1 attack. Stimulant, play this card to heal 1 wound. Well, hell yeah. Okay, so Stimulant, I will play that on myself. Play this card to heal 1 wound on any hero in your space. I am any hero. So I'm going to heal 1 wound. And so it makes me a little better off. Okay, grenade. We're hitting this space for sure. When we do, we automatically hit the 2 targets in that area, so all we're rolling for is damage. Okay, the power of this one is 5, so the first one I'm going to try to hit is the one closest. We'll do the sword thug there. Okay, 6. Oh, that means I didn't get it. That's an 11. They have a defensive 12. Can I boost that at all? Play this card to boost one of my rolls. Fine. I'll boost a roll, which means I can roll another one. I get a 1. Okay. That's 12. That's going to match their defense, which means I will be able to roll the damage roll on it. So the... Oh no. That was not the roll for the attack. That was the roll to hit for the damage. So the armor's 12. I matched it, which means he did take 1 damage and is dead. And that means I get an XP. Now we're going to roll damage on the crossbow thug. Okay. So that is 7 plus the 5 of the power. That is 12. That means that we match his armor. So this guy is dead, and we get another XP. Alright, Milo still can throw his knife, but unfortunately it's a range of 1, so we don't have any targets that are within range. So we end his turn, we draw him a feat card, then we draw Villian Action. Boss Blitz. Activate the boss villains. If no boss villains are in play, activate the 2 villains closest to you. Okay, so our closest villains are going to be right here in this pocket. The color priority is red, so we're going to be activating reds. And they're going to be targeting the highest initiative, which is Canise. She's down here. So what they're going to want to do is they're going to want to try to probably activate the ranged guys until they actually have a target to her. So his range is 2. He doesn't have to move. He's already got range on her. Actually, no. Because of this wall, he's going to have to... The range is then 1, 2, 3. He's going to have to move out 1. He's going to have to then range 2 to get to her. So he can't boost the roll, but he can shoot regular. So he's going to do 2d6 plus the accuracy of 4. Okay, he only rolled a 5, so he's at a 9. My defense is 13. Did not get through. Okay, that's good. So that's our first villain that we activated. Our second one is going to be one of the sword thugs, because that's the rest in here. The only thing he can do is charge. So he's going to move out 1, 2 to get to her, but he cannot He can't do it. He can't move anymore on that. So his turn is done. Crap. The stupid Lucky Thugs. What did he roll? It was a 4 and a 1, a 5 total, plus the 4 was 9. He still gets another dice. I forgot about his Lucky Thugs. So 9 plus 1. So that would be 10. Okay, still did not get through my armor. So I gave him all the advantage in the world to hit me. Still couldn't do it. So that's going to be the Milo's activation on the villains. Next, we're going to spawn. So we're going to be moving into Gardak's turn. When we move into Gardak's turn, we'll spawn first. 2 and 2. So we bring in a sword thug, and he will be here. All right. So our objective was to get to the dead body, and we want to do that quick before they start moving in on us. I'm not taking as much damage as I thought I would, so I'm going to guzzle that down. Gardak is going to... He's going to just charge. He's going to charge 1, 2. Making it to the dead body. Let me get my chapter book real quick, see what I'm supposed to do. When a hero's in the same space as the dead body marker and there are no villains in the space, he can use an action to search the body for evidence. If he does, remove the marker. Well, he's searched. He removes the marker, and we'll put that right there. After the hero has searched the body, the leader of the ambushing gang arrives. Okay, so this is when we bring out the boss. We're going to roll a single d6 on a 1 through 3. Orgun, the brute, spawns in. 4 through 6 is going to be, what is it, Rulik Merc was going to spawn in. And they'll spawn in here. And then they'll also have 2 sword thugs and 2 crossbow thugs. Alright. 5. Alright, so 4 through 6, we're spawning in this little guy. Boss. At the exit. And spawn along with 2 sword thugs and 2 crossbow thugs. Alright, so we're going to take 2 sword thugs, 2 crossbow thugs. He is well armored there. I think somebody's going to have to throw a grenade in that space. That's all I'm saying. So he did his action in his turn. It's done. We'll go ahead and do our villain activation for him. Activate up to 2 sword thugs closest to you. That would be these guys. They are only 2 spaces away. Knowing what they're going to do, they're just going to charge into his space. And they're going to try to hurt him. Now remember, Josh, all thugs gain an additional die on attack rolls. Okay, so both of these guys are going to get 4, because they moved in 2 for the charge, and on their first attack they get +1. So they're actually both going to be rolling a 4. Holy hell! Okay, so we need to draw him a feat card. See if there's anything that you could possibly use. Play this card during your turn to make an attack with one of your weapons. No. Play this card to prevent another hero in your... No. Play this card before you make a melee attack. No. Play this card when you hit a villain. No. Reroll. Maybe. Play this card before you make a melee... Man, the only thing that's going to help me is... No. None of those damn cards are going to help me. My feat. Once per round during your turn, you can discard a feat card to heal up to 2 wound tokens. Okay. So this guy, I'm pretty sure this drink's going to be done here in just a second. So the first villain to come in and charge to me is going to roll 4. Remember, they get +4 on this for the accuracy. All they have to beat in is an 11. If they beat an 11, they got it. Alright, so 10, 12, 13, 14, plus, yeah, he definitely gets through. So that's the first guy here. Now he'll roll his damage, which is 2d6. Now he's got to beat my 15. So 8 is already starting. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Did not beat my armor. Ha! Sucker. Alright, so the next guy is the same thing. He just gets 4 dice. 6, 5, 4, 1. Definitely got through. Don't even have to add all that up. It's crazy. So he'll roll his 2 dice for damage. Please low roll. 12s, double 6s. Okay, plus is 8. Oh man. So that's a 20. That's 5 more damage than my armor. So that's 2 hits. Pretty sure I knew that was going to be gone. 1, 2. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta get another can. Yeah, alright, so that was fun. Ends Gardak's turn, but we did do the objective. I don't remember what percent this was. 2 cans. What is that? I don't know. This stuff's pretty good. Oh, holy crap! It's 11.8% alcohol by volume. Whew. It packs a little punch. Won't lie. Okay, where was I? Gardak got hit, 2 sword thugs. Did the activation on them. End of the turn, it's the end of the round for him, so we're going to draw a new event. Since we're in round 3, I guess this is. And remember, once, I don't know if I discussed it, but once this event deck runs out, it's the end of the mission for me. I lose automatically. Alright, Ominous Silence. No special effect. Sweet. I can take that. So, first thing we're going to have to do is, I can't take everybody out. I have a little bit of time. I could go over and get the side quest card, or I could just ignore it. It's not pertinent necessarily. It might be a nice weapon or something like that. So I'll see what things look like towards the end. Definitely take care of what's in this pocket here. This is going to keep respawning. This is going to keep respawning. So I really need to get myself back over here to deal with this right here. So it's going to be Kinesis' turn. Let me see what she has. Hold on just a second. Let's see. She's got some feats. She's got, once per round during your turn, you can discard a feat card to make an additional ranged attack. Okay, she's really good at ranged attack. Let's see if any of her feat cards. Untouchable, play this to get 2 defense. Play this card to boost the attack and damage roll of a ranged attack against a villain in your space. So we don't have that yet. Reroll Lucky Bullet. Play this card to use 1 additional rune shot effect on your next range attack. Boost. Play this card to use 1 additional rune shot. So a rune shot is what we pick. Choose one of the following effects for each of your ranged attacks. Well, hell, I didn't even do that for my other ones. You can make a ranged attack against a target in the same space as a friendly figure. Brutal. This attack gains boosted damage roll. Oh, I haven't done that for my other ones. That's okay. So let's use Lucky Bullet for her. And that's one thing, when you're playing solo games or cooperative games as solo and you're playing multiple characters, I do that so often. There's so much to manage as far as what you can use. I just totally forget it. I mean, like using the base stats on this thing when I could be using the special abilities that help out more. Luckily, this is only chapter 1, so they're not throwing everything at you. So the chances of you dying on this one kind of slim. But I have to just kind of remember that. The more I play it, the more it'll cement itself in my brain. Lucky Bullet, play this card to use 1 additional rune shot. So I'm going to remove this card real quick. Damage on it. So the rune shot that I want to use on this one, I'm not moving, so I'm already going to get a boosted attack. Is going to be Brutal. Brutal. Do you range attack against the target in sense? But no, this is going to be Brutal. So this attack gains a boosted damage roll. Alright, so I think you can only boost something once, which is what Aim Shot does. I already can aim because it's there. So I'm really not getting any advantage out of it. What is my feat? my feat is once per round in your turn, you can discard a feat card to make an additional ranged attack against another target in the same space. Well, then I'll just do that. I'm going to discard one of the feat cards here, not this one, to do my feat. Yeah. Do my feat trick shot, and I'm basically going to get 2 range shots against something in this area here. I believe I can choose. Maybe I'm going to choose to try to take out the boss here, or try to put in as much damage to him as I can. He has a vitality of 3, so I have to 3 hits against him before he's out. Defense of 12, armor of 14. Same defense as the other ones. Armor is a little bit higher, so we're just going to go with that. First hit is going to, we're gonna put it in on him. It is a boosted because I'm not moving. I'm using an aim shot, so 3 dice. Okay, so 9 with my accuracy of 5. I'm at a 14. Beats his defense. So now I get to brutal is this attack gains boosted damage roll. Okay, so now I'm going to boost the damage roll. So that means that I get to roll 3 against him instead of the 2. Okay, 7. 7 plus the power of 8 is 15. I'm pretty damn lucky because his armor is 14. So I did do a damage. So I get an XP. Only 1 damage though on him. I will celebrate that by having a drink. Okay. And since I discarded a card to use my feat, I can make an additional ranged attack against another target. Oh, wait. Making an additional ranged attack against another target. Well, fine. I will have to target somebody else. So I will target one of the ranged characters. Blue or red, doesn't matter. I'll go with red. So it's another aim shot. Okay, 11 plus 1, 12 plus the 5. Definitely gets through to their defense of 12. So since this is a brutal shot, boosted roll. Okay. 6, 10, 13. That already gets through in their armor of 12. So this guy's out. And we get another XP. And that's the end of her turn. She used 2 shots. So we're going to draw her a feat card at the end of the turn. We're going to draw the Villian Action card. Boss Blitz. Activate the boss villains. Okay, well, we're activating them. So, Epic Rulik Merc. Thugs within 1 space to this character gain +1 on attack and damage rolls. Well, shit. Okay. So, what he wants to do is he wants to melee. Unfortunately, he can't melee. Oh, wait, what is his... He's attacking the lowest initiative. That's him all over there. Holy crap. So he can't do that. So, what is that symbol? Set, shot, or rush. If the color priority for this round is red, the villain follows the set shot tactic. If the priority is blue, the villain follows the rush tactic. Alright. The color for the round is blue. So that means he's going to take the rush tactic. Rush tactic is... What is the rush tactic? I don't know. Rush. The villain moves up to 2 spaces and ends his movement in the target hero's space. After moving, the villain attacks the hero with each of his melee weapons. The damage roll. So he's going to move up to 2 spaces. So 1, 2. He's rushing to get to here, the lowest initiative. That's just the way the programming is. Now, since he left my space here, I think I get a target of opportunity attack on him, just like they do me. The villains follow the same free strike. character that moves out of a space with an enemy, and it must make a hazard roll. Okay, so he's going to make a hazard roll. On a 5 or 6, he takes a wound from her. 2, no wound. Fine. All right. So now he's moved. He doesn't have anything else to do. I guess he can. Oh, so yes, he moved, and now he can make a ranged shot because his range is 2 with a pistol. So he has enough range to hit Gardak. Now, the unfortunate thing is they're not allowed to make a ranged shot if they have friendlies in the same cell as the target, which they have 2 enemies here. So he cannot make the shot. That is my understanding. He follows the same rules as the heroes do, and that is the hero rule. If they're in the same cell, if you have friendlies in the same cell, you cannot make the ranged attack unless you are in that cell. So which means he's done. Alright, so we've activated the villains. That was her turn, so we now move into... I don't remember if I spawned for her. I don't think I did, but I'm just gonna have to play it through. Alright, so now we're at Milo's turn. We are going to spawn. It's 5 and 1. 5 is the crossbow thugs. We have more reds. 1 is here. Okay, so our mission is we need to defeat the boss. For sure. I could probably get some really good XP if I throw a grenade in like this cell or something like that, but I think I probably should end up going for the one guy. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move out. He's going to get a free strike, which I'm going to have to take a hazard roll. Of course, I rolled a 5, so that's a wound for me. Another sip. That is really good. Really kicking in. Okay. So I took a hazard roll. So now I can make 2 ranged attacks. I can throw my knife and I can grenade. So I would like to actually throw my grenade. It's just going to have to be an explosive. Yeah. Here's what, actually, for my feat, once per round during your turn, you can discard a feat card to gain an additional die on all attack and damage rolls. Drop the lowest die in each roll. I'll have to drop the... Okay. So, play this card to give all heroes +1. Oh, wait. Play this card to cause 1 damage to a large based character. Gate, no. None of those are going to help. Let's just discard a feat card so I can use the once per round discard a feat card to gain additional die on all attack and damage rolls, dropping the lowest one. We're going to use the grenade first. Grenade automatically hits, so we're doing the damage. The damage is going to be 3d6, dropping the lowest one of 2, so 5, 6, 7, 8, plus the power of 5, that's 13. He has an armor of 14. Ooh, fart face. Oh, you son of a biscuit. Okay, fine. The grenade did make it through. Since I'm using my feet, and I'm going now with the thrown knife, which has an accuracy of 6. I'm going to roll 3. Dropping the lowest one, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus 6, we're at 15. That beats his defense of 12. So now we're going to roll the damage roll, hoping for better than a 14. Not going to get it with a 2 and 1 and a 1. Holy crap. We only got up to 9, so he failed miserably on both of his attacks. Whoo! Okay. So we're gonna draw the villain action. Activate up to 2 blue villains closest to you. Okay, you being him. Closest would be 1, 2, or 1, 2. It could be either of those. Probably going to be from here. Now, they're attacking the highest initiative. It's going to be her. Most likely, these two are going to attack her. We'll start with the arrow guys. So they're going to do 3 dice. Boosted roll to her. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus the 4. That's 12. She has a defense of 13. Did not get through. Wow. Alright, so now he's going to charge since he's melee. And it's a boosted. First attack. This one's much better. 12, 13, 14, 15. That already gets through on her defense. So he's now going to roll his power. Power of only 5. That's 13. But she has an armor of 12. So let's see if she's got any feat cards that can... Play this card, heal, quick draw. When a villain up to 2 spaces would make a ranged attack roll. I should have used that. Play this card to boost one of my rolls, untouchable. Play this card to gain +2 defense. I think the defense roll was way higher than it, so it would be anything good. I can't block that hit, so she's going to take 1, so 5. Yeah. So she took a wound. She took a hit. That was Milo's turn. So what we're gonna have to do now is regroup my thoughts. I was a little sluggish here. Okay, I'm sorry. It is Gardek's turn. Gardek is going to spawn. I was trying to what am I doing? Okay, 3, 4. 3 is the Sword Thug. 4 is right here. Now, at this point, we're out of Sword Thug. So if I have to activate or bring another Sword Thug, then we're going to have to activate one of them on the board. Ridiculous. But that's just the way it is. Okay, so... Gardek. Gotta get him into melee range right here. Gotta do it. So, gotta leave this cell, which means I'm charging 2 thugs in this one, which means they're gonna get 2 attacks of opportunity. I have to make 2 hazard rolls. 5s or 6s are wounds. I rolled a 4 and a 1, no wound. Yes. It's all going right. I keep forgetting to draw my feat cards after these people are done activating. That's one of my things I forgetted to do. I'm looking to see what cards I have for this attack. Okay, I have reroll, Mighty Blow. Play this card before you make a melee attack. If the attack hits, the target takes 1 additional damage. Hell yeah! So let's try that for our first one. Our first one is going to get boosted because it was a charge. This is going to be the Axe. 6. Yes! Okay, so we're already at 18, 19, 20. So that hit got through. So for sure. Now we have to make a damage roll. Here's where it gets a little tricky. His armor is 14. If I can't... His armor's 14. I have a power of 9. Which means I need to at least get 5. Yes! Haha! I got a 6! Yes! Yes! That means with Mighty Blow, play this card before you make a melee attack. Which I did! Y'all heard me do it. The target takes 1 additional damage. He has already taken 1, which means he's now taken 2. That's 2 damage, so I get 2 XP. I have to make sure to note that. And, yeah, I think he's dead with 3. So Sweet. Victory or defeat. Chapter ends and the party loses if every hero is either incapacitated. The party wins if the boss is incapacitated. I incapacitated the boss. Add 1 XP to the treasury for each battle ready hero. Boom, boom, boom. Now, it is assumed that, I don't know, that these all just like, as soon as the boss killed over, all of these ran and said, I'm out of here, to hell with this. And that's it. That was all she wrote on that one. So that was chapter 1. I didn't go through all the story or anything like that. This was just like a playthrough video, me logging the play experience, stuff like that. Unfortunately, I didn't go for the side quest. Maybe a little too much to drink, but I just didn't get it. So this will be filtered back into the next chapter when we play it. Thank you for joining me. Please, if you are familiar with the game and the rules, if you've noticed anything I possibly did wrong, any rules I might have missed, let me know. Be constructive, please. I will maybe take some disadvantages going into next game. Maybe a few sips of my next drink, possibly. It's already starting to feel a little good, I think, about this, but I had a lot of fun. So appreciate you joining me. We're going to go ahead and end the feed here. So talk to you guys next time.